to the stream. Good morning, everybody. And I am sorry about the way this looks. My phone decided not to charge, or I thought I turned it off and it didn't apparently. Anyway, I can't get the right camera to work, so we're having to go old school with just the laptop, and it sucks. So this is what we got for today. That's all I can do. Skipper will be back with us in a minute, although y'all didn't know he was here. He is here. He's backstage. He didn't know that I finally showed up as I was having technical difficulties, which is why we are 5 minutes late getting started. But, y'all know me. Come on now. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Aquatic Morning Show, where the Aquarius go and people like us go to be in the know right here on the Aquatic Morning Show. Let's see who we have in here already this morning. The very best mod I've ever had, Miss Lori. Good morning. Thank you for being here and throwing out all those good old links. Oh, looky here. We got some Papa Shrimp with us too.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you? I'm good, except for I couldn't get my camera to work right this morning. So we'll see how this does. I'm running in, 1080, 1040, whatever. So maybe it's clearer than the other before. I don't know.
Right.
But we'll see. That's all I got. So that's what we're going to have to deal with. My phone, I thought I turned, the one that I use for my camera, I usually, after using the stream, I leave it plugged in to charge. But yesterday, it still had like 70% on it, so I turned it off. Well, something happened, and it drained the battery. And so when I went to hook it up this morning, it wasn't there. It wouldn't work. And so I tried to download it onto my phone, my new phone, and I didn't have enough time to work with it. And so it just, this is what we got. So.
Well, we'll take it.
That's good to know. Good to know. All right. Well, thank you for coming. Skipper is also close. He didn't know that we finally, oh, look, here he is. Good morning.
Morning.
Sorry, I was not backstage on time. My camera and everything was messed up, and so I'm having to use my laptop camera, but I'm running in the, I don't know, is it 1040 or 1080?
1080.
Okay, so I'm running in 1080, which does seem to be clearer than the other. So we'll see. Like I said, I can't help it any other way. This is all I got this morning. But I may get another chair to sit in. That way it don't look like I'm like way up high.
I know. I'm sitting in a regular chair at the table, and I feel like I'm towering over this computer right now.
Yeah, I am towering over. I tried to, you know what? Let me try this. Let me add another. Okay, that's a little better. There. I just put it on top of another another puzzle box. It's not as bad, but it's still pretty high, or I'm high. Because the chair that if I have to sit in is hard. It's just wood, and it hurts my butt by the time the stream is over with. So I got this chair that's got at least some cushion in it, but it's so much taller. Anyway, I was saying Miss Lori was throwing out all the good links this morning. And then Barefoot Fish Tanks, Dennis, good morning. Good to see you. I seen Catfish Terry went live at like really early this morning. He must have been on the lake fishing right off the bat at daylight.
That actually sounds like a plan.
That sounds fun. Lady Warship, good morning. And Aquarium Daily and Jenna P. Good morning to you all. Scotty Aquati, Peplin Creek, Miss Holly. I'm sorry I have not replied back to your email. I have just had a lot going on. I will though. I know that you. In fact, I was thinking about it last night once I got in bed, and I'm like, well, I'm not getting back out of bed to go do an email, but you know.
What is it with people lurking in vegetables? Brooklyn says she's lurking while prepping vegetables in the kitchen. Last night, Skipper was lurking and
It's
freezing
canning.
corn.
Yeah, it's canning time. It's time
Mhm.
that in the like fall where you start
Ah.
pulling all the vegetables in and canning them suckers for the winter.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been.
Now that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I did. We did up 10 dozen of corn yesterday. And then the day before that, I was cutting up onions and peppers, and I canned some of that. And
But tell them, wait, stop and tell them what you can your peppers in.
oh, what I did?
Yes.
So
I think it's the weirdest thing ever.
but I'm telling you, it is good. So with the banana peppers, what we did is a concoction of ketchup, apple cider vinegar, canola oil, and sugar. And you just get it boiling, and then you can it. And then what we do with it, we add it to chili. You can add it to spaghetti and stuff like that. It's pretty good.
I'm just
Wow.
thinking peppers sitting in ketchup. Just
Well, that's more for flavor because in a way you're pickling them with the vinegar.
right.
So it's good.
Right.
Don't
Just seems
knock it
weird.
till you
I
try it.
haven't. I'm
Right?
not knocking it. I said it's weird. And I'm not knocking it. If I'd said, oh, gross, not happening, then I'd be knocking it. Victoria Lee creates. Good morning, lady. How are you? Let's see. Ah, Doc. What you doing, Doc? I am talking fast this morning. I've been up since 6. And yes, so I am had enough coffee or cappuccino to get me rolling. Dr. Anthony, and that's who I was just talking to. Thunder Aquatics and Richard Reynolds. Tennessee Aqua. Hey, dude, where you at? You working today? I never get to see you, but once a week. Once a week.
Finger licking good.
Sometime. Oh, we got our first. I love shrimp.
Hello, shrimp.
Oh, nope, I take that back. Peplin did it first. Peplin did it.
Good job, Peplin.
Let's see. I need to find my glasses. Brooklyn. Surf City. Cichlids. Hey, looky there. Look who's there. Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. Good morning, Liz. Or Miss Heather.
So, Jess, did you hear anything back from Alex?
Oh, I did. And I talked to my other friend, John, and here's the reply from John. I have no freaking idea. Alex, I don't know. Or, no, I'm sorry, it's F if I know, but it's the word. So there's 2 out of, I think, the 3, which Dr. Anthony's the other one. And so since Dr. Anthony's here, Doc, we need you to identify this creature. I gotta get it pulled back up. Did I download it?
But
No,
hey, while you're doing that, have you ever heard of banana peppers stuffed with sauerkraut and then pickled?
Nope. I don't like sauerkraut at all.
It's good.
No.
Y'all some weird people down there.
We'll suck the brain juice out of a crawdad, but
Yeah, I know, right?
I won't do that. See, that's something I won't do. I will not do that. No. All right. This is the creature, Doc.
You can
Hold on,
hardly
I'll push
see
play. Let me push the play button because there's more than one. Dr. Know-It-All. Good morning, Doc. You see it?
I think it has 6 legs.
Yeah. Mute your YouTube.
Good morning, Doc.
I think it has. Yeah, mute your YouTube, Doc.
Mute your YouTube.
Okay, I'm there.
Is it gone?
Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, mute your YouTube. There's a lot of echo.
It's muted.
Yeah, mute your YouTube. There's a lot of echo.
I muted him, but
Yeah,
he
if you
can't
mute
talk
him,
if I
then
muted him.
it goes away.
Yeah.
So what is this in your fish tank or something?
This is at a 40-gallon breeder we have at the shop at Jaderin's. And all I had in it was this one piece of driftwood and some red root floaters. But I was going to clean it out. I moved the red root floaters and I was going to suck up all the moam on the bottom. And I saw these creatures, which I'd seen them before in other tanks, but I kind of blew it off. But I'm curious. I want to know what they are. If this is something normal that we just don't ever see in our aquarium. I mean, what is this thing?
I mean, that
And I have 3 of them in this aquarium. So it's not just a one-off random bug that fell in the aquarium and adapted. There's 3 of them, and I've seen them in other aquariums. So
You can
this
talk
has
now,
got to
Doc.
be some kind of aquatic creature.
Oh, you had to turn yours off. Okay, he says it looks like dragonfly larva.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way.
And honestly, that is the other option that John said too. He said it's either a roach thing or it's a dragonfly larva. So that's 2 for dragonfly larva.
I think your
one of the stages. Oh.
I think your fish tank got abducted by aliens.
So, because there's so many different kinds of dragonflies. And so there's a bunch that look different. Like the one that I have a video on, it's long and it looks almost like some kind of centipede looking thing.
Yeah, see, if I saw something like that, I would think centipedes or something, but this is round and
right. This is almost roachy
But-
looking, but
Here's my question.
Uh-huh.
This is in the shop, right?
Yeah.
How in the heck did you get dragonflies in there?
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering. How it's in the back room of the shop. So it'd be very difficult for the only thing I could think is that maybe it came in on plants or something that we had imported in.
Yep, that's probably where it came from.
That makes sense then.
Because, like I said, I've seen it in multiple tanks, but I kind of just blew it off and, gravel vacuumed them out of the aquarium because they sit in the moam. They like to be hanging around in the moam.
Because they're hiding, waiting to get them guppy babies.
Yeah, I guess.
Because the guppy babies, just sit on the bottom. All they got to do is just grab them.
Half a teaspoon.
Yucky, 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 yucky. So yeah, there you go.
That thing looks like a murderer. That's what Brookley said.
Yes. Yes, definitely a nasty creature there.
I'm going to get better footage of it when I go back to the shop. I left the aquarium alone because I kind of wanted to get some information. I mean, I think it's interesting and I've never seen it before. So I kind of wanted to get some good footage, pictures, and kind of see if we can get people to help me figure out what it is. I guess it could be a type of dragonfly, but wow, I would have
I
never imagined they go through that type of a stage in their development where they look like that.
How you and doing?
All right.
doing good.
Ewan. That's that's skipper language. Ewan.
Doing.
If you're going to say it, you got to say it right. Yuns.
Ewan. Sorry, Yuns.
Jerry, Bunny Viper says, look up the stages of dragonflies. I want to find.
Victoria Lee. I asked Jess to send me your email, but she never has sent
Did
me
I
your
not do
email.
it?
No,
Oops.
so that's why I haven't contacted you.
Oops, I'm sorry. Look, I can do that right now. I better.
You are sitting down behind the computer, so do it now.
All right. To Dr. Anthony, Victoria's email.
Before I forget again, here is this email.
Right. Let's see.
Okay, I see that. I'm looking at the larval stage, and it could be that. Maybe just a different type of dragonfly, though.
Well, there's so many kinds of dragonflies.
It's just
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
it's yuck. That's
yuck.
what it is.
One of them things that gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yes. I mean, like I said yesterday, I would have died if I'd have been cleaning that tank out and it would be all murky and something like that lands on my hand.
Okay, in this picture that I'm looking at here, yep, it's represented the way it's represented with the rounder body and the googly eyes.
All right, Doc, I just sent you her email. And Jerry, did you post the picture? Yeah, right there. No. Did you send me the picture you were talking about, the stages?
Did I send it? No. Here, let me see.
Share it, dude. You gotta share it. Oh, Robert, I am in Houston. I am at my sister's at MD Anderson, the cancer hospital, and so I'm down here relieving my aunt.
Do it.
For about 5 more days now. So, well, 4 more days now. 4 more days. Yeah, no, I can do some bugs, Bunny, but there are some bugs I did, like June bugs. Nope. Nope. Yeah, looks like that stage right there.
Yep, it looks like that in that right after the larva. In the nymph stage, I guess. That's what it looks like.
The one that I have, I guess, video of is before it gets to that. It's long, really long.
Yeah, and that's why I wasn't thinking dragonfly at all, because it wasn't long.
Right.
Like, I've seen dragonfly larvae before, and they look like murder shrimp.
So how in the heck do they go from a long nymph to a short-bodied nymph to a long dragonfly? You would think it would be the opposite. It would go from the egg to that rounded one, then to the long one, and then to the long dragonfly.
It just got me really curious now in some of the other aquariums that we have. I mean, how many of these things do we have in our aquariums?
I don't know.
You know,
you better nuke them all. Well, you're already nuking most of them,
Yeah.
not nuking them, but starting them over.
I'm going through and I'm resetting. I'm going to try to do every single one of them. It's going to take me a while, but
now, but you don't have necessarily, unless when these hatch, if you don't get them out, they're not going to lay any more eggs in there in your fish room, unless you don't get these, right? Because you're not seeing dragonflies flying around, right?
No, not at all.
But you have them in several different
And
tanks.
honestly, I don't know anymore. I think the ones that I've been cleaning, over the past couple of months, I've gotten rid of all of them, except for like I said, this tank I left alone because it had no substrate and it just had red root floaters in it.
Yeah. Oh, those are two different dragonflies. Oh, well, that makes sense now. Duh. Mm. Brian
Yeah.
tell Foxy made a little video of the Corys. She wants to see them being happy in the house. Whip says he can do bugs as long as they don't bite or sting if they hurt him. What? Preemptively
Oh geez, no, I can't.
preemptively
Preemptively.
preemptively. That's hard to say.
Us hillbillies can't say that word.
Wow. Well, it's wicked looking anyways, and it freaked me out a little bit, so I'm glad I got to share that with everybody.
It's like the Predator. Just showed up out of nowhere.
Oh, Alishon, he found a batch of subwasser tank that he won in a club auction. He found 2 in there. Dragonfly larvae.
Wow.
Oh.
That's why you got to be careful with your stuff, people. It's funny to say that and then look at me. I'm bringing in all this stuff with these imported plants, apparently. But
Well, I think it's more like
we have to have a better way of quarantining our plants and treating them like we would any other of our livestock, and make sure that they're okay, they're healthy and clean before we put them.
But there's sometimes that you still can't catch everything, right? So you just keep, what's it?
Yeah, but you can always. It doesn't take but a few seconds to do a plant dip. And honestly, when you get plants, the first thing I do with almost all my plants is just throw them in the aquarium and let them sit on top so that they get a bunch of CO2 and they're really close to the lights right off the bat. It helps them transition before I completely submerge them. So could do that in a tub, throw them in a tub with some plant dip type solution.
Why don't you just have one of that just set up in a bucket? Keep it mixed up like you do with, like stores do with nets. The dip that they do for nets. If you have plants coming in a lot during the week, can't you just make a dip, leave it there, and when they come in, take them out, dip them, and move them over, dip, move them over, dip, move them over?
Yeah, it's just because of my limited space.
Yeah.
I can't
make
a setup for something like that. I have to do it in phases because it's either I'm set up to do tank maintenance, I'm set up to do packaging and packing orders, I'm set up to do some reorganizing, but I can't do all of that. There's just not enough space for me to do all of those different things. And when we get in plants, we don't get them very often. So when we do get them, we get a bunch of them.
Fishy Mon, good morning.
A lot of them. Oh, that was Peplin that was messaging me. I was wondering who was dinging me.
Scotty Aquatic found a leech on one of his. That was enough for you. Yeah, me too. I got leeches, and I say that I think I had just about. I very rarely see a leech anymore, but I went a good year with leeches in all of my tanks because they came in with the black worms, and I didn't know it. And then they got in my tanks. And they are so hard to get rid of. Oh my God. Nothing kills them. Nothing.
So
unless you want to kill your fish.
Yeah.
If they get stressed out, they let go, they release all their babies. And so it's like if you go to get one out of the tank with your hands, it's going to release all of its babies. So what's the point of getting the one when it just released thousands of more babies that you can't catch? Yeah, it kind of sucks. But I think, gotten them, just about all of them.
And the only way to kill them if they're on plants is to do an alum dip. But then, because I did that experiment whenever I had you send me some of them plants.
Yeah.
And that eventually, if you have it in there too long, it's going to
Kill your
hurt
plants.
the plants. But also, certain plants can't take alum. They end up dying anyway. So
Yeah.
Did you do a pond last year, Jerry? Like, did you do an outside pond other than your big pond outside? That one don't count.
No. I started to, but no, I didn't end up doing it.
Good morning, Greg. Ian, good morning. Jerry just sent you a link on Messenger. We're checking it out. Alishon, I purchased water hyacinth that has been treated with fenbendazole.
Yeah, and see, a
Fenbendazole.
lot of times that's kind of like what Grant does. Is that was something that when I watched his video on the way he treats his plants, I kind of started doing stuff like that, to where when I get my plants in, go through this dip process, maybe 12 to 24 hours of letting them soak in fenbendazole and I forget what else I had put in there, but just stuff to, that I don't have to worry about fish or snails or anything. Clean everything off, rinse the plants really well, and then put them in the tank. And I got away from that, especially at the shop. And I think that's something that now, looking back, I think that's probably something we need to reincorporate because of the different places we're getting stuff from. It's not just from the wholesalers, but we get stuff from other breeders, local breeders, and we trade for live stuff. So
what was that?
We probably got to pay a little more mind to what we're putting in our tanks.
Right. Good morning, Stephen. Craig Doniger. Good morning. Well, you guys, real quick, I'm not trying to do that. I was trying to do that.
I thought I took it off.
Did you? No. That's okay. I'm pissing too. Okay, well, you did. Good job.
All
right. Pissing too. I'm pissing too.
You finning too?
I'm fitting too.
You need to talk like real people.
Talk like real people? I'm not real people.
Ewan, fizzing, all this terminology. Americans don't understand
in the process
those
of
words.
Preparations for the next event that is going to come bestowed upon me during my lifetime.
Exactly.
Screw all that crap.
What did you just say?
Listen,
I'm finning too.
listen, Linda. Ain't happening.
All right, you guys, hold up with that. And we're going to do the coffee cup sponsors this morning at the right time that I'm supposed to.
I need a refill.
All right, Clock. Got to get up out of his bed. Got to brush these fangs and find something to wear.
All right. All right. Thank you. Yes, thank you to our coffee cup sponsors and those that have asked about it. I will get back with you. Thank you so much for the interest in wanting to become coffee cup sponsors. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
That's right. And again, I am trying, other than other people saying good morning to other people, I am trying to put like questions and comments up on the screen because I learned the other day when I was watching the auction, actually, the fish fam auction that Skipper puts on, that if I don't have my phone looking at chat, I can't see chat on the TV. So, but if you do it like this, the people that are watching it on the TV and listening can actually see what's going on in chat. So I had forgot that I had wanted to start doing this again, and I did it one day and then I forgot. So, like I said, anything other than, just general good mornings to everybody, or something funny.
Yeah.
Good morning, Paul. Chris Howell, good morning.
I try to do that.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job. You definitely, or whoever was doing it.
Me.
Okay, well, you did good on the anybody that would put in a bid, and then the stops and starts. But I think anything else you kind of missed. But like I said, that's it's hard to do. It's hard to remember, especially when I'm pushing all these other buttons as well. So
Yeah.
Gotta do this and talk. Good morning, Debbie Holding. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so this evening, you guys, I'm going to see. Oh wait, hold on. Hold up. Jenna, are you asking Steven what he would like for breakfast? What? I would like some pancakes and some sausage with some maple syrup and butter.
Right.
Scuba
What?
Steve.
Food? You said food? Breakfast? What?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Good morning. All headed out to your new job. You're mad because you're sleep deprived because people want to text and wake you up all morning. Dude, you got to learn what do not disturb means or is. You have it on your phone if you have a phone. And apparently you do because they were waking you up. Everybody.
Number.
Robert, he wants breakfast too. So anyway, what I was saying is this evening, I'm gonna leave the hospital today about 5, and I'm headed to Conway. I think it's Conway, which is going to be about an hour north of us here, to go visit Chase from
Conroe or Conway?
hang on, I'll tell you exactly. Because I don't remember. I'm going to see Chase at Houston
Ew,
Frogs.
nasty. Yeah, that's what this thing looks like.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm reading looking at the article that Peplin sent me of this giant insect that eats fish.
Oh, show it. Show it while I'm trying to pull this up.
Let's see if I can do this. Wait.
Ew, that looks like it, don't it?
Yep.
That looks exactly like it.
It's crazy.
It's got that fish in its mouth.
So
Oh shit!
Giant-
It sure does.
giant water bug larvae.
Yeah.
That's what. Ooh. Water bug larvae. Didn't know water bugs had. I guess I don't think like that. They have larvae. Eggs hatch and they're just little water bugs.
That's why we come here, Jess.
Yes, so that we can learn, so we can be in the know.
We learn so much from
Aquatic
you.
Morning Show.
Oh yeah. What do you
Or
know?
the-
Pooped and there was a full larva or a water bug.
For the people in the know, come to Jess.
That's
Hey, what do you? You know. You come to be entertained at least.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Where's the address? Okay, contact us. There's an address. Maybe he sent me the address in the email or the text. He did. It's Conroe.
Conroe. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
No
Conroe.
problems.
And Conroe is gonna be not that. Dadgummit. How do I move?
So, Dr. Anthony,
Yes, sir.
you said the last time I saw you on stream, I think last week, that you were coming home soon. Are you home yet?
Yeah, we probably don't have art like that in Peru. So yeah,
waiting for it.
I'm
Okay.
sitting in our family room right now. Yeah, I got home Monday morning.
Just can't say yes.
I know my wife says I just can't say yes. I have to be sarcastic. Yes, so I am home.
That was a simple question, Dr. Anthony.
I know,
That's
I
all,
know.
man.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to
Whoever
you.
you are, you are a nice man.
But my wife doesn't know you, Jerry, so she thinks you're a nice man.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I got home, and then Tuesday
Holy snakes!
I had surgery on my mouth because of my tooth that I lost
Oh
right
no.
before I went to Peru. So
You got Bubba teeth now, Doc.
That gives you excuse
Yeah.
to be crotchety old man.
You
yeah,
want some shrimp.
Yep.
Eric White Rock, what the White Rock are you doing, dude? God,
He gave you $100. That's what he's doing.
I
Thank
see
you.
that. Right?
in super chat, didn't he put, "Oh, that you should donate that to Arkoff"? That's what I thought he said.
Hey, you know, it is what it
Donate to
is.
my tooth fund.
Your tooth fund. There you go. You gonna
I
get
need
an
that
implant?
Tooth fund.
Yeah, I have to get an implant.
The implant.
Yep.
Hold on, you guys. If the butt dance is loud, turn your volume down. But here it is.
Jess is still going.
Yeah, that $100 makes me dance. I'm good. Oh, thank you so much, Eric. Greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated, dude. Where have you been? Are you working? Come up on panel. It's gonna take me 43 minutes to get to Conroe this evening.
But you said you're downtown Houston. Add another
Yes.
45 minutes to that.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
says $3 in tolls. So that's fine. That's fine. Jay Oliver, good
Solos
morning.
are such a scam.
It is. I agree. And I'm gonna tell you what. As I said the other day, there's more people here today. I'm gonna say it again. I will never complain about Louisiana roads again. Ever. Because these roads down here in Houston are horrible. They're like, I mean, oh my gosh, they're so bad. So if it takes me longer to get there or to Conroe because of Houston, it's not going to be the traffic in Houston. It's with jam roads. You got to go slow because of the roads. People freaking wreck their vehicles just because of the roads. The other day, there was a manhole lid cocked up to the side. And
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Oh, I almost hit it. It was scary. It was scary.
hey, so I was going to ask another
What?
question.
What?
I'm sure people are curious and they want to know what's going
People
on
want to
with the
know.
Aquatic Morning Show.
That's right.
Um, it is now September 1st.
Mm-hmm.
It's my son's 19th birthday.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It is his birthday.
But I was wondering if we were going to restart the race again for the end of month giveaways and the weekly
If
race
there's
stuff.
somebody that wants to sponsor it.
As in, like, I thought you gave away keychains and stuff.
The keychains I have. I can do the keychains at the end of the week. But if somebody wants to sponsor the end of month, the shirt and the mug, because that's what was happening was I was ending up having to do that. Which ends up coming, depending on the shirt size, it ends up coming to like $50. And then, you get all the advertising through, the show. So, whatever that means, but,
Oh, look, there's Eric Wyrock. Ooh, I will sponsor.
but Eric, you just did kind of. But I mean, we'll talk. But if we do, we will have to start it tomorrow because I didn't let Miss Lori know to pull a short. So today, I guess we'll say that. We'll do that. Today is the first day, but we'll start it tomorrow. So this week, there will only be one.
Correct.
Yeah. No. Tomorrow's Friday. There won't be one this week. So it'll start Monday.
Good morning, Gina.
It'll start Monday because tomorrow we would do the race and we don't do shorts on Fridays. So it'll have to start Monday. So we'll start it on Monday. Yeah, start it Monday. There we go.
Monday is
Labor Day.
You're gonna
I'll stream.
you're gonna stream on Labor Day?
Yes, sir. It don't matter if it's a holiday or not. The morning show's here one way or the other.
You don't take a holiday.
I don't take a holiday unless I have someone that I get to cover the show, but I haven't even, everybody's been so busy that I haven't even been able to get people to cover the show lately. So when I've missed it, I've just had to cancel. It hadn't been a lot, but it's been some. But I wanted to give you guys, I've got a video actually coming out this evening at 5:00. I wasn't sure when to do the preview, but my statistics show that most of my subscribers are on YouTube at around between 5 and 6 o'clock in the day. So I was going to try it and see by doing a what do you call it, premiere. about Houston frogs as I'm on the way to Houston frogs. So that'll come out this evening. But I was going to show you guys my frogs. Joe sent me some video yesterday.
Awesome.
Find it.
We were talking about that yesterday too.
Mm-hmm. My bloated one is looking better, and he's out of the water, but he's still bloated, like on top. It almost looks like he doesn't have a head. Shorts are back. Get them out on your channels. That's right, Miss Lori. So if you want us to if you are a member of the Aquatic Morning Show and you want us to use your short, let me know. Annette, it's good to see you. Other than saying hello, it's good to see you saying something else in chat. Been a while. You must have been busy, girl. There we go. Houston Frogs, just premiere video. Houston Frogs, Aqua Shell interview tonight, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 o'clock Central. Kids started back to school this week. All right. Cool beans.
Yeah, the start of school can be a pain in the butt.
I agree.
And you know what? It kind of dawned on me. I think it was yesterday or the day before when I was watching the news in the morning, because I've started to watch the news again.
Oh, no.
I don't know why, but I was watching the news and they're showing all these statistics on COVID and all these kids getting sick and the booster shots and blah, 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 blah. But
you just said 3 words that might get my stream pulled down. No, I'm playing.
Blobbity, blobbity, blobbity.
No.
Blobbity, blobbity, blobbity. But all of that stuff, the way it ends up working out is that I think that just going back to school, all of a sudden the germs that we're exposed to and that the kids are exposed to is so much greater than during the summer that, people start getting sick more. And we're running across that. It seems like every fall you get, when everybody goes back to school, colleges, high schools, doesn't matter. You go back to school from being kind of isolated in your summertime stuff, and bam, people start getting sick.
I like what Lori said. Lori said, glad I don't have to deal with the first day back to school now. It's just counting down to the new grandbaby this month.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what they look like, Jess. Giant water bugs.
It's an alien.
Oh my gosh.
A nymph.
Roxanne sent that to me the other day that we were showing it, and I didn't know it, that she had sent me that. Because I'm trying to find my frogs, my videos of my frogs.
Yeah, frog, ribbit.
Frogs, ribbit. Damn it, frogs.
How your milk frogs doing back home?
Good. Joe's taking care of them. Pretty good, I guess. The videos, he keeps sending me videos, so a few videos. They're not like the best quality either, but they're something, and
burn the house down just to be safe.
burn the house down to be safe.
That's not funny. Too soon. Oh.
Too soon.
Too soon.
You've been Jerry.
Too soon, damn it. Too soon.
2.5 years later. It's too soon, man. Too soon.
Yeah. There. Okay, I'm going to post it there, and then I can play it. Because I don't have any other way to play it. Come on.
Yeah, putting a bunch of people in close quarter stuff happens. The reason it kind of hit me was because of my grandkids that have just started school or they going back to school. My young ones are just starting kindergarten and pre-K and stuff like that. And of course, now all the snifflies and all that stuff comes along with it. So
Yep.
it's funny how your perspective change as you go through the different stages. I didn't worry about it so much before, but now that I'm a grandfather and I got little ones starting school, it just it's a whole new perspective.
Yeah. When you post something, where the hell does it go? I can never find it. Whoa, what was that? That was loud. Let's see. Did it go to my personal then?
Did you do it under a story?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that.
It ain't that either. Okay, let me do this. I think I can do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. Waiting on Jess.
Now we know Jess's real name. We can stalk her.
Everything. I like no secrets here. It can be found on the interweb.
Yeah.
I don't know. Skipper's just talking way too much today.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm still trying to wake up.
Shame on you.
What? It's what? It's almost 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for you?
So while Steven and them were streaming last night, I was getting around doing a bunch of stuff in the house, and I sat down watching the stream, and because I sat down, I went out. And I actually fell asleep downstairs in my fish room.
Ha
And so I should have never sat down. And the wife comes down. It's about 7-something this morning. She goes, "Oh my, your back is really going to be hurting because I fell asleep in that chair." Well, it does. That's why you see my camera go off. I got to stand up and walk around.
And I'm getting kind of confused and curious. Did somebody have a house fire recently? For reals?
I don't know.
There was a guy in Philadelphia. His YouTube name is Rob's Aquarium Room. He lived in an apartment complex, and it caught fire.
No.
Rob, not Rob. The
Rob.
shrimp.
No, it's somebody
Okay.
totally different. But he was trying to rehome his fish. He was in Philadelphia, but that's the only other person I know about.
It's not Rob 93?
No.
Okay.
I said Philadelphia.
I don't know where these people live.
He lives in Illinois.
Rob Aquariums. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can definitely relate. That sucks.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize somebody had been through that. So
There's one of my frogs.
The heck is that? A mini Godzilla? Ain't no milk frog.
It is a milk frog with a tail still.
I don't think it's a milk frog.
No, it's not.
I think he got sabotaged by a mutant. Is that milk frog tadpoles there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna come out being a bullfrog or something.
No, they lose their tail. They absorb their tail. They don't lose it. They reabsorb it. So what you see right there as a tadpole is actually the whole body, but it throws out legs and then reabsorbs its tail.
Oh, is that how tadpoles work? I never realized
Yeah,
that.
yes. But Doc, I did not know that until I got these frogs. I thought tadpoles, their tails just fell off.
Wait. You're a country girl. You
I
never
know.
had pollywogs growing up and put them in a
I
tank?
didn't. Mm-mm.
Wow.
I've seen them everywhere as tadpoles, but I never brought them
in.
in the house and watched them.
She probably thought frogs were born as frogs.
I did. That's right. They hatched as frogs, and there is a frog that actually does that. but it ain't that one.
Microphone.
It ain't that one.
That's why we come to learn, Jess. We come here to learn.
As Doc rolls his eyes.
Right.
No, who, me? Never roll my eyes. Remember, I'm a college professor. I'm used to
Giving the blank stare.
Yeah, blank stares. Yep, that's what I'm used to that.
Deer in headlights. That's right. Harley hatched as a frog.
Now, there are actually some that when they hatch out as froglet.
Yes,
They don't go through the tadpole stage.
I learned that last night, actually. But this is the one that actually I lost or that got out. There's a hole that he's actually apparently looking at, and I didn't think he could get through it, and he did, and I never found him. But the enclosure they're in now, they can't get out of. But anyway, yeah. I was gonna say add to stream. It's already in the stream. But I don't know how to stop it. Nope, that ain't what I want to do.
Oh, yep. It's mid-morning break time.
There, I know. That's
Holy cow.
what I'm trying to do. Okay, there we go. All right, you guys, it is mid-morning break time. And that means that we play a song, one of the Fish Fam songs, and I gotta find them. What shall we listen to this morning? I see. We're gonna listen to Mr. Blacko.
Mr. Blacko.
It's a short one, but a good one. So we'll be right back, you guys. Enjoy.
Blacko. You're saying we're still here.
Hold on.
Mr. Blacko Cat, where the funk you at? Mr. Blacko Cat, funky Blacko Cat. Mr. Blacko. Driftwood Rider, Ultimate Hider, Algae Eater, Good Tank Cleaner, Nocturnal Feeder, Good Breeder, Mr. Blacko Cat, you funky Blacko Cat. Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Where the funk you at? Mr. Blacko. Funky Blacko Cat. Tanks on, 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 eating high, eating high, eating high, eating high, Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Mr. Blacko. Done.
Hi, Fish Fam! Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as a majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
All right, all right. We lost Doc.
Doc has left the building.
Doc has left the building. Thank you,
Well,
Doc.
it's 8 o'clock over there in his side of the world, so start his day.
Back to work.
Yep.
Paul Sotero, yes, the arms and legs of the frogs, they pop out. They do. So where I was going with this is, I have the video that comes out today so why does it do that? Why? Oh, because I have it on another thing, another window. There. That. Oh, did it move? There it goes. I wonder. That right there. So this is the interview that I did with Chase, who is he has a lot of words to his name, so I don't even know them all. He's a scientist with several biology degrees and ichthyology degrees and lots of stuff. But for his booth at Aquashella, they set it up as like a scientist booth. So he's got the beakers that you use in chemistry class that you pour things into.
Right.
He's got colors in it and dry ice on the top of it so that it looks like it's constantly got smoke coming out the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of these syringes that are filled with this colored stuff. Anyway, it was really cool. I didn't get all of that, but I did get some of it. And then at the end is Jordan. Jordan works for, okay, so it's kind of difficult to understand. Houston Frogs and Chase, he does have and raises poison dart frogs and milk frogs. But when he's busy doing a lot of other things, he also has people just like us that grow or breed fish. He's got people that, home breed the frogs, and then he'll, buy the frogs, sell the frogs. And that's who Jordan is. And now Jordan is he does have his own, but he's working for somebody else. And I'm sorry, I do not know who that person is, because I kind of learned all this kind of after the fact. I thought Jordan was the Dark Frogs, and then was just kind of went in on with the booth, but he is actually, it's all part of it. It's all under the one thing. But Jordan, I do have his info, but he's a individual seller. He's separate from Houston Frogs. So, but this is where I'm going tonight, to his place in Conroe, to look at hopefully some more dark frogs and a lot of other things. Conroe. Yeah, wherever the net, whatever. But I really like my thumbnail.
Now, does he have a store, or is this all at his house?
So he has a store, but it's not really open to the public per se.
Okay.
I think he said it's mainly an online store, and then he goes, to this was his first Aquastella to do, but he does like the reptile shows more, and it just blew my mind, everything that this guy does and sells. He also, I tried to get an interview while I was down here with the bio dude. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of him, but he really wasn't that interested in being interviewed, I guess. But he did tell me I could go to the store and video whatever I wanted, but I'm not interested in going and just videoing the store without him being in the video or talking to him. So one day maybe he will be, and we'll go there and we'll do that, but otherwise we'll wait. But there are some things. Chase has been on the Bio Dudes YouTube show twice, because they incorporate a lot of Chase's products. So into their paludariums, vivariums, all of that stuff. So pretty cool, all the stuff that hopefully I'll get to show you, like all the mushrooms and all, but there's so much more to it that I've learned as I've been learning about all the frogs and dark frog stuff. But stop it. Yeah. So anyway, I hope it comes out at a time that nobody else is streaming. I didn't check really, but it's not that long. So hopefully you guys can stop by and watch it.
You said 6 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah, 6 Eastern.
I will tell you.
Huh?
There's this wonderful thing called fishfam.link.
Yeah, I know, but I couldn't look at it at the time. Oh, I got to grab my copy. I guess I could send the link over to him for this so he could put this on there. But again,
how long's the video?
no, it's not long. It's I don't know. Let me see.
Nobody's streaming at 6, but at 6:30 you have KG Troll.
Oh, it's not 30 minutes long. No, it's like
you have
maybe 15 max. Maybe 15 max. Yeah, it's not.
I'll be on the Craft Ed show again this week.
Tonight?
Yeah.
Cool beans. And it looks like Alex just put a video out. The quest to find the rare native Norsac dance and many more. Dace, not dance, Dace. I'm not real sure. But he just put out a video too. I was going to YouTube Studio. I was going to see how long the video is. We've got two it's not what I want, of the oh my gosh, I am just having brain farts today.
I'm with you.
Fisheries today. We got two fisheries today.
Well, you better get on that then.
I know. I was trying to find out how long thing is. Oh, it's 6 minutes. It's 6 minutes and 19 seconds is as long as the video is tonight.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's not long. In fact, it'll probably be up and gone before anybody even knows it. History.
I gotta figure out how to make shorts.
It's easy. It's easier than making a video.
I gotta do them again. I did them for a little bit, then I stopped.
Me
But
too.
I need to redo it again, especially right now with what I'm trying to accomplish in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
What are
Yeah,
you
you
trying to accomplish in 5 weeks?
Jerry, you better get on that.
What are you trying to accomplish in 5 weeks?
I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscriptions.
Yeah, I may have heard that before in his stream last night.
I didn't
Yeah,
get to
if you were
finish
paying
out your
attention.
I didn't get to finish your stream last night. I'm sorry. I got the last time the last thing I said in there, and then I had to go. So I don't remember how far into it we were, but so I didn't hear that part.
I actually got to make his stream last night. It's been a while.
All right, you guys, let me see if I can find it. Yeah, we
Good
go.
morning, Jenny Lynn.
We have got 2 fisheries this morning, so he's going to say one, and then he's going to say goodbye, and then he's going to say hi again, and then he's going to say goodbye. So don't worry about it. We know we're listening to 2. So here we are with Alex from The Secret History, living in your aquarium with Fish Story.
Of humans, and we also need to think about what we do when we wash our cars, when we put, motor oil or antifreeze in the trash. Is it going to go to a site that's secure? Is it going to sit in the landfill and then seep into the groundwater? Things like that we really need to be thinking about with certain chemicals and certain products, batteries, and even, the new quote-unquote green technology. We need to think about all of that.
It muted, Jeff.
I did just hit mute. Is it still echoing?
No, he was not talking.
Yeah, I don't hear anything coming out of his mouth.
So I got to hit unmute because of the way I have it going.
Yes.
Okay.
It was not echoing.
All right, tell me how this sounds now.
It's Alex Williamson with The Secret History, living in your aquarium on Fishery, and we are on the Aquatic Morning Show as always. So today we have an interesting study out of Oxford and Cambridge. They always seem to be working together and coming up with great old studies. But they have a study about hunting birds, and hunting birds led to hunting fish and schooling fish. And just follow me here. So basically, the study starts by looking at hawks that were hunting small starlings and sparrows. And they used to think that when hunting, these predators would target the weakest one of the flock, or the youngest one, or the stragglers. And while that's the case about 20% of the time, the other 80% of the time, it's not. In fact, that they seem to be waiting until the density of the group is at its highest by intimidating the group and then coming in for the kill, and sometimes working together. This got scientists wondering, well, what about like lions and zebras? What about tigers or other things like that? And they found with ambush predators, it doesn't seem to be something that they're going to invest money in studying in the way of land mammal ambush predators. However, in the way of fish, they saw a direct correlation. And that was that basically predatory fish, they aim for the densest spot in a bait ball or in a schooling or shoaling group of fish, and they actually pick their mark before there's even a bird there. So they can kind of predict where the densest group of birds is going to be in a second or two as they're dive bombing in or as they're swimming in. And this was first figured out when they took a camera and they watched these bats coming out of a cave, as well as swallows at night that are down near the ground, and they're moving around eating bugs like crazy. And they're trying to figure out how these hawks in Mexico were hunting these bats and these swallows. And they're in the Chihuahuan desert on the Mexican border and the New Mexico border, either side of it, when they were watching these things happen. And on this volcanic plateau, which is approximately 1,500 meters above sea level, they found these lava tubes where the bats would numbers by the day. They would come out of the lava tube every night to feed, and at the same time,
What happened?
just swoop in like crazy and ambush them as they're leaving these tubes.
Oh,
So
Hold on.
well, this is a good
I see now.
for us to watch an ambush. It's pretty natural. It's not in the city. It's not, going to be distracted by other things going on that are man-made. And so
What the heck?
These cameras that were super high cameras.
Why did that affect my volume?
That was me, right?
And
Yeah, but it,
from Oxford was
Should I go back out or something? See if
No,
it does anything?
no.
it shouldn't have affected my volume though.
Dude,
That's
I was so
weird.
into that too.
I don't know what it just did. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm on the other side of the camera trying to.
No, you're fine. I'll mute you and let me see if that helps.
Alright.
And then later they would reconstruct the hawk's flight path
It
in
helps.
3D space with laser trajectory, just like you'd use for plotting a site where you're going to do construction or something. And they were able to, with these stereoscopic cameras, kind of 3D matrix spin images of where the birds were at every, 100th of a second or 200th of a second, however fast the cameras were going. And they found that the hawks would actually steer towards a fixed point within the swarm that the swarm was going in after they already started their approach, which would scare the group. And that then they would literally kind of close their eyes and just grab. And it turns out that that was a more effective hunting method in these dense groups of either bats or swallows or sparrows in some cases, where they later studied the same thing. And they were able to see that they're hitting the same point over and over and over again if you were to map it out in relation to the hawk. So when it starts its dive, it's like 200 yards away down in the air and maybe 10 yards to the left. And boom, every time it's doing the same pattern. And they can switch up the pattern or whatnot, but they were seeing that there was this pattern that they'd figured out for each of the bats and the swallows, and they're going in and they're grabbing them right out of the air, and that's how they're hunting. So when other biologists heard about this study, which has been ongoing before it was even published or anything, they wanted to know if swarms work the same way with everything from insects to fish. And so far, fish have gotten the grant. So they already are now working on studying fish. And while the study came out for the hawks, and they've talked about that, they said that the authors of the hawk paper suggest that the strategy is targeting a fixed point in a group of prey and being more generalistic with their mechanism of hunting. But they're yet to discover how these predators are doing so, or what formulations are made in their head, or instincts to calibrate why they're doing the dives the way they do them, when it's dense enough to attack, things like that. And they're guessing that there's probably a simple sort of algorithm that, when there's 1,000 birds that are this height, or when there's X amount of birds in this area. And so they're just looking for that pattern and have computer projects that are trying to figure that out, as well as programs rather. as well as grad students over at MIT now are trying to figure that out. They're trying to look at the data and say, what is this modeling? Because it also could help with other things, like how do you get cancer cells that are moving through the blood? Like how do you target them and get the most of them without knowing where they're going to be at each second? But when they're in a dense enough area, maybe you can go in and just kind of grab some. So from nanotechnology all the way to systems delivery and things, they say there are applications for this that could be of interest to as well to industry as to the military-industrial complex, because of course they want to figure out how to do this with drones. I mean, of course they're going to do that. But the paper that was published officially, Carolyn H. Brighton, PhD. They don't say what she's a PhD in the paper, unfortunately. I would guess biology or something like that. She published in the paper of Nature Communications just this week, and you can check out more stuff about the hawks. But now I'm waiting to see the fish results, because they're saying that things like fast-moving fish are using the exact same strategy. They're not going after one fish. They're not looking for a sick one or anything like that. And there's actually a famous quote online that goes around on Instagram and TikTok and things, and it's Jordan Peterson, who is an academic out of Canada, and he is talking about how zebras aren't targeted until they're marked differently. And he basically says that it's a metaphor for people to keep their heads down, because researchers couldn't keep their zebras straight, and so they started putting red paint on their hind legs or numbering them, and after that, animals supposedly attack them. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. Doesn't matter. But it's not true with the other inferences he was drawing. They're not going after a single thing. And I just found that interesting, because that video, yet again, played in my feed right after I read this story. And again, it was just talking about how, no, they're not targeting necessarily the weak. The weak get targeted by non-apex predators, by scavengers, and by lower level predators. It's these apex predators that have the massive speed advantage, the things like that. They just go right for the heart of the densest amount of the probability. And so it's interesting to see that either evolution or trial and error or genes somehow are telling them when the prime time is, statistically speaking, in a better way than, computers could model, so that they're getting birds, because they tried picking a random spot, and it's not 80% of the time that they get an intercept of these swarms. Doesn't work out that way. So it's kind of interesting to see what's going on here, and they're going to continue to pick that apart. So we'll see what happens. But thanks for tuning in, and this has been Fishery episode number 129. Talk to you later. Back to you, Jess, at the Aquatic Morning Show. All right, guys, episode 130, Martin County Marine Sanctuary Murder and Mayhem. That's kind of a melodramatic title that I came up with. But Martin County, Florida. In Martin County, the sheriff's office is investigating a burglary at the Florida Oceanographic Coastal Center that happened earlier this month. Now, deputies said that two brothers and their friends killed a tarpon, a full-grown old tarpon, and they stole a snapper out of this facility where they use the animals to educate the public, but two, they do research on animals there as well, like just study them in their natural habitat or look at their biology, things like that, how to take care of them. But surveillance video shows 18-year-old Giovanni Del Greco and 18-year-old Matteo Del Vecchio breaking into the center with a 17-year-old and a 16-year-old on August 5th. They're not being named because they're minors. And the sheriff said that they were trespassing around 4 p.m. when the center was closed. I don't know if that's supposed to say 4 a.m. or not, but they said people catch tarpon all the time. It's a game fish. They'll pop off a scale and they'll release the fish gently at worst, and that's all it is. It's just a gentle, nice way to go fishing, said the the sheriff, and he said they caught this tarpon. They ripped the hook out through the lip so much that it forced part of the fish's throat out, and then they just left it there to die. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this sheriff in this county in Florida could probably care less that a tarpon is killed. But he's making it very melodramatic that they killed this tarpon. And I think it's terrible that they did. I mean, it's really crappy that these kids went in there, trash stuff and went fishing and then caught a tarpon and just left it there to die. Bummer. That is a bummer. But I just don't believe for a second that this sheriff cares about the tarpon. He cares that he's going to get a conviction. He's on the news. It's local news. It's being shown around Orlando and Tampa and Miami. So yeah. Anyways, so both adults have been arrested and booked. They've been identified. 17-year-old has been served on a warrant, and the fourth teen has not yet been served or positively identified or charged yet. So deputies believing this group was fishing somewhere before they were at the center, then moved to the center, broke in. Maybe they were drinking or something, it looks like, and that then they trashed the center. So there's no legitimate reason for having done what they did. In reality, it was just pure meanness, according to the sheriff. So, spokesperson with the Florida Oceanographic Coastal Center sent the local news channel there a statement to the public, basically to publish, and it says, as a nonprofit organization focused on environmental-based education, Florida Oceanographic Research Center is allowed to house animals at the Coastal Center through a strictly regulated permit for educational purposes and for conservation studies. Our conservation ambassador animals live on the site specifically to cultivate a love of nature and the environment, oftentimes with local children. The care and safety of these creatures is our top priority. These were not just animals, they were long-term members of our family who taught community members about wild marine creatures and how to protect them. The animals that were killed had lived with us since they were juveniles in the center, being born in the center, and this was their home. The amount of care, time, and effort we put into raising them is impossible to measure in hours or dollars. As an organization, we do not collect adult animals from the wild ever, and because of that, conservation ambassadors that we have taken, that we have had taken from us, are irreplaceable, and we mourn their absence. So deputies said that the center has been a victim in the past to similar break-ins. In 2015, officials found that someone broke in and looks like they tried to ride a Nerf shark and ended up hurting it, cutting it in the process.
That's not funny, but it's
and breaking
funny.
the tank. And in 2020, deputies said they're investigating when a stingray was injured and someone stole its barb, unfortunately, or took the barb from it. And somehow it sounds like the fish lived. Anyways, it says that the facility was doing everything it could with surveillance and fencing and warning signs and all that, and that basically they were able to identify the suspects right away from their video footage. It was good quality video footage. So that's another moral of the story, is have good quality video footage, because we can't have nice things. It appears to us, although we can't get into their heads, but that they had every intention of just killing that tarpon and leaving it there. Now, this is interesting. Their bond has been set at $175,000 for the two teenagers that were over 18. Wow. I mean, you can manslaughter. You'll get out cheaper sometimes. They're taking this seriously. No joke in Florida. Anyways, as bad as it is, I mean, I'm glad they're taking it seriously, but I don't think they need to ruin these kids' lives. I don't know, especially if they took it home to eat or something like that. But it does sound like, pretty bad thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. It's pretty crappy when people do those things, but especially since it's a sport fish, I think it blurs the line of why do we why do we treat certain animals nicely and then kill others by the millions? And it's something to think about. And what are we teaching our kids by that? Or maybe it doesn't matter. So let me know what you think. At the end of the day, it's because it's property that was worth a lot of money because they figured out how much time and energy could have theoretically been put into that fish. And then they charge them with vandalizing or destroying that property in the cost of that fish, which if I was in court, well, it'll get argued by the lawyer, but I was going to say I'd argue that one. But in any case, it is really crappy what they did, and I hope that they have to go do some conservation work or take some classes or whatever. But hope they don't get thrown in jail for like a decade, which I highly doubt they will. Anyways, I'm Alex Williamson with The Secret History of Living in Your Aquarium on Fishery on the Aquatic Morning Show. It's like Inception. There's 3 different levels, and I'll talk to you next time. Later, guys. Hey.
What a good picture.
That's funny.
All right, Victoria.
Good morning. Dude, I had such a late start today.
Do what? Oh, look at the puppy dogs both sitting right beside you. Oh, how cute.
Because I'm giving them Cheez-Its. A little bit.
Oh, yes. The Cheez-Its.
They were never.
The Cheez-Its.
Dude, I got up at 9:05. Like, never in the history of me. Like, what is going on this week?
Right? Jerry, you said the 50% off sale is going on at Petco right now?
I believe so, yes.
Is that
Yeah, if you have not heard, you heard it here first. If you heard it somewhere else, then that doesn't apply. But you heard it here first. Breaking news: Petco 50% off sale on their open top aquariums.
Yay.
That's a heck of a time to be having it because we got the Keystone Clash coming up this month at the end of the month.
There you go. Hey, do you have the Keystone Clash thing, the flyer? Did you put it up?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because I don't have. Right? Well, remember, I don't have I can't get to the calendar anymore through the Aquatic Morning Show side. I can only get to it through the mains, Tailspur, and Fin side, and I'm not running StreamYard through that side right now, and so it doesn't. I can't pull it up.
Are you talking about the schedule?
Yeah. The schedule that probably hadn't been updated.
Yeah, actually it has.
Well, I need y'all to add the Aquatic Morning Show to it so I can pull it up on this side.
Okay, I still don't know what you're talking about, but I want to show this.
I think nobody's more disoriented than me, I swear. Like, I was listening to Alex, and I understood like 50% of what he said for the first time ever.
Alex is wonderful. There we go.
Too confusing this morning.
All right. Now, talk about your Keystone class. Goodbye.
Well, it's going to be from the 23rd to the 25th. You have for Friday at 12 at noon, we're going to be opening it up to the public. You'll get to see and then the hospitality room's actually opening up that early too. But anyways, we're going to have 1, 2, 3 speakers that day. And then at 8 p.m. is going to be the pizza party. It's limited access. Reason why it's limited access is for the fish family from 8 to 11. Then Saturday, a lot of stuff is going to be going on because that's like the big day. You're going to have quite a few speakers again. We're also doing Give a Kid a Tank. The fish show will be getting judged. And I do believe that's the Aquascape too that day. Yes, it'll be that day also, and then it'll get judged. And then on Sunday, you're going to have an auction in the morning. The vendor room will be open until 8 to 10:30 a.m. The reason why they close it down at 10:30 is because of the auction at 10:30. Then the end of the auction is the official end of the Keystone Clash. But also on Saturday, they have an award ceremony. During the award ceremony, that's whenever they do their giveaways, like the raffles. So everything that people has donated to this raffle that sent money to me, your name is up on the fishfam.link under the Keystone Clash portion of fishfam.link. That way they can see your channel. That's one way we're doing advertisement. Also, another way of doing advertisement is if you want stickers or anything from your channel, you need to send them to me, and I will, if you can't make it. If you can't make it, you want your stickers there, you can give me an email. I'll give you my address. You send them to the house. I will take them down and put them on the table. That was another way we figured of helping to advertise your YouTube channel.
Do you still have all of those from the morning show that I sent you last time?
Oh, I used them last year.
I thought you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, I did use those.
Okay. Sweet.
That's it.
Okay. Well, can you pull up the calendar? Full calendar?
You talking about our event thing that we made?
Yeah. That whole thing. I said I was going to start doing that again, but I can't get to it unless I. I'm about 200 shy of my Clash goal. Speaking of, you guys, we've got a axolotl that is the pink. Why can't I think of the color? The not the albino, but the other one. Holy crap! I can't remember.
I'm
the name.
terrible with axolotls. I wish I could chime in.
Oh my gosh! It's
I love shrimp.
yeah, right. Leucistic. Thank you. Yes, it's a super glow leucistic, which means it's like an albino, but it's got black eyes instead of red eyes. And it was originally purchased by Miss Bunny Viper, but Miss Bunny has had some unfortunate things come up, and we need to resell this axolotl. So if there is anybody that is interested and was looking for a leucistic, please get in contact with me or Miss Bunny, and we can get you hooked up. I wish I would have. I wish I could have taken her to Aquashella, but it didn't work out that way. So, but yes, if anybody's interested in one of those, just get in touch with me or her. That way we can hopefully get her to her goal of the Clash, to meet the Clash. All right, we've got Magna, save the date, September 9th. That's coming up this weekend, right? Next weekend. Yeah, which is a mostly in a saltwater event. I don't know if they have any freshwater in that at all or not.
No.
I've never been.
There's so much going on.
Yes, so much going on.
My God, I'm so confused and disoriented about everything. All I know is Aquashella, and then AGA, and then now this, and then Skipper just brought that up. It's like
there's a lot. In fact, we used
more.
to do this more often, and there's a lot of events that have gone through this. You know, like club events that go on that we've just been not talking about lately. But I'm back on that now. So we've got the Tropical Fish Swap, which is in Northbrook, Illinois. It's Sunday, September 18th, 10 to 2. Over
Oh,
100.
that's so close to me.
You should join that group, that
I'm
club.
gonna check it out. I haven't.
Then we have the Keystone class, which is what Skipper was talking about earlier. Then we've
Mhm.
got the AGA, Aquatic Garden Association, is also in Chicago, Illinois, September 29th through October 2nd.
This I'm going to. I'm so interested in that.
Cool.
Yeah, because this is nothing. This is about plants, right?
This
Yes.
is aquascaping, like doing the wabikusa. I like saying wabikusa because of the name. You know the ball that you grow the plants, and it's like kind of like immersed. It's not really underwater.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
And
okay.
So yeah, they do like a demo for that. You pay $60 for that one, I think. It's either 50 or 60, and you get to keep the tank, the ball, the plants, everything's included. And then they do another one for aquascaping, and it's $100. But it's very intimate. It's almost like one-on-one, and then you get to keep everything: the filtration, the lighting, everything that you need for it. So it's really cool. This
And
is very hands-on. So if you want to get into plants, aquascaping, this is the one to go to.
So you pay $60 to do that, and you get to take all that home.
Yeah, what you build, you get to take home, but it's more than just that. There's like many layers to it. There's a field trip to the Shed Aquarium. There's a dinner. There's a lot to it. I've never been. This is my first year going, but I am definitely going to do all of it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I want to do yours too. I want to check that out. Like I'm learning. I did Aquashella. Now I'm doing this one. And then I want to do yours. So
Yep.
got a lot of ground to cover.
On the other side of the country is the Fishtoberfest, which Skipper will be going to as well, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, you won tickets. This is the one that our Kenny E. from Danican Aquatics is the president of, and I believe he won't be president after this, but don't know if they're going to keep up with it. We hope so. But Fishtoberfest that we've been talking about, it is October 8th and 9th. It's the same weekend as Aquashella Chicago, but on the other side of the country. So if you're going to be on one end or the other that weekend, there is going to be something.
Dude, there's people that do all of it. I don't know how they do it, but they do it all.
I know. It's crazy.
Jay Wilson's one of them.
Yeah. Aquarium Catfish Convention 2022, October 7th and 7th through the 9th in Herndon, Virginia. If you need more information on that, you go to www.catfishcon.com. Then we've got the Aquashella 8th and 9th, 2022, which we said was the same weekend as Fishtoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
So, admission $30.
And I think that's the same weekend as the AGA thing as well. I mean, everything's literally happening that week. It's really crammed.
Wow. October 8th and 9th, Reefapalooza.
I need to go to that.
Yeah, those seem this one's going to be in Dallas. They have these all over the place though. They have one in New York. They have one.
I noticed.
They're like
Los Angeles.
Yeah, they're all over the place. I want to go to one at one point.
The first one that I saw with Jay Wilson was with a little pink tent outside New York somewhere. That's the first time I ever saw it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That was hilarious. It was like it's the day that I subscribed.
There's another tropical fish swap in Northbrook, Illinois. There's another one.
Illinois.
That's October 30th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. They have an option, I believe, at the end of the swap, or used to, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
we've got a lot of swaps going on in Illinois.
Yes, you do. That's what you need to join that club.
I like the aquatic plant stuff. I don't really do the swaps for the fish. I don't know.
Well, but they do plants at those swaps too.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like us. It's people like us that breed and raise even plants or fish is what we got, is that those things. Who is it? It's well, never mind. I can't think of his name, but he's real big with them.
Dustin?
No. Mm-mm.
I'm just throwing out random names.
No, somebody knows who I'm thinking about, but I can't think of his name. Anyway, moving on. All right. I've got more information on Rob, the guy that apparently had the fire. I didn't realize that I did get this email, but let's see.
Yeah. This is his shorts. Get to them.
Okay.
I see a bucket, immediately feels like home.
Right. So that must be the news article on what happened.
So they had to evacuate the building, and their power got shut off to the building. So he had no power in his fish room. He was running it off of some, pumps, battery operated pumps, rechargeable pumps.
Yeah.
But it's to the point to where he has to get rid of fish so they can stay alive.
Okay.
He has a lot
So
of cichlids.
That's so sad.
he's got a lot of cichlids.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does anybody where does he live?
He lives in Philadelphia.
Okay.
It got brought to my attention 2 nights ago. I haven't seen nothing. I don't have a way to contact him. I wanted to contact him to make sure everything was okay. If he needed help, I could recruit people.
He definitely needs some help.
I made a phone call to somebody, and they left the Bucks County Aquarium Society know because that's close. And that's all I could do to help him.
Right. And this is all that I can do, but maybe it can get out to somebody that, can help. So why is this? I don't know what it is.
Where is he at again?
Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Philadelphia. I'm trying to think if I know anybody out there.
Well, the thing is, I went to his YouTube channel and his email ain't on there, so.
Dude, our lights went out for like just 1 hour, and I mean it was complete hell for me.
It's definitely nerve-wracking. The only thing that I really worry about is my saltwater tank.
I'm not there yet, but I can only imagine.
Everything else can make it a little while, but the only thing I worry about is my saltwater tank.
There is no grace period with salt. Like, you just bam, everything starts dying.
Well, there is, but it's not long.
So this is where he's at now. He's just got buckets everywhere, literally, with bubblers, right?
Yeah.
This was put out about 3 days ago.
Okay.
Dude, I could feel his energy through this video, I swear.
Yeah, it's sad.
Unfortunately, that's one of them things when you're renting a place like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's unfortunate because I wasn't making a joke in reference to this. I was making a joke in reference to my
ain't
own.
nobody. Right.
You know?
Nobody's thinking about that. Yeah.
You're
Been
good,
there,
Jerry.
done that. I know how he feels. It's gut wrenching.
Right.
When after the fire you walk into your place and you're just like, oh my God, look at the, and then there's no electricity and everything's shut off because they have to, isolate the house. So the gas gets turned off, electricity gets turned off, no more water house. It's
right.
No,
I did
have
manage to get the water turned back on so that I could clean my aquariums and stuff like that, but I still had no electricity when I officially got all of my stuff out of that house.
I have got something in the way of my chat and
Prayer.
I can't get it off of my computer screen.
Dude, when I do this thing with you guys, I don't touch anything. Whatever is there, and it's safe. I learned my lesson. I'm not as smart as I look, let me tell you.
Well, we've got Miss Dee Dee with the Thursday lineup.
And now for your Thursday
Miss
live
Dee?
lineups at Eastern Standard Time. And that, Missy Snow Guardians. That's the Cold D's graphic baby.
You want to share it?
Yeah, I'm trying. I am trying. There we
Share
go.
voice.
There.
And now for your Thursday live stream lineups in Eastern Standard Time.
All right, Miss Dee Dee.
Missy Snow Guardians. Thanks for
She looks really good today.
You made me. And it's Blake's Aquatics at 5 a.m. That's right. Get up early, everybody. Don't miss it. Or maybe you're just still up late from the night before. And at 10, it's the Aquatic Morning Show on the Aquatic Morning Show channel. That's Jess and the crew. Hope to see you there. And it's 12:15. It's
Dude, she makes my heart work.
And at 2, it's Misfits pop-up streaming on Misfits Reptiles and Aquatics. That's brand new. It's the KG Tropicals member stream at 6:30 with John and Lisa. And at 7, it's the Hot Mess Express on Foxy's Fishes with Roxanne, Mary Page, and Dee Dee. Don't get left at the station. Catch the train. And it's KG Tropicals again with the 8 o'clock regular stream. And 9:30 is Thursday Night Fever on Fish Room Fever's channel. James, Chattanooga Ed, and sometimes Rico. And at 11 is Aquarium Crafts on Chattanooga Ed's channel with Ed, James, and maybe Rico, maybe another guest, whoever Ed wants to have there, as the man. And that's it for the Thursday night live streams. Some pretty good stuff going on. Please contact Liquid Zoo OnlyFans to have your live streams added, deleted, or updated on the FishFam.link calendar. And now you can update your own channels when you log into FishFam.link with your Google account. And Liquid Zoo, thanks for making this information easy to find at FishFam.link. And Lefty32138, thanks for your live stream calendar on your site as well. And if you haven't already done so, why don't you go over there and become a patron of FishFam.link? You'll be glad you did.
All right. So thank you, Miss Dee Dee. And as always, thank you, Matt, for the fishfam.link website and all the help that you do there. It's greatly appreciated. Jimmy P wants to know, when is him and Mary Page going to be able to be on this show? Well, Mary Page has always got an invite to be on this show, and you're more than welcome to. Just send me a date, email me.
Oh, hopefully I can be there because I'd love to ask him a lot of questions.
Well, good. That's good.
Jimmy P's the one with the glasses, right? It does that video.
Mm-hmm. Live stream.
Mr. Magoo.
I don't know why that's funny to me.
Stop.
Mr. Magoo.
Mr. Magoo.
I can't see the bottom of the chat. Somebody else is
So,
going to have to read it.
I have to comment. I am really enjoying Miss Dee Dee's evolution.
I know, right? It's awesome the way she's doing it now.
Yeah, she makes me want to pull out some more black out of my wardrobe. I'm gonna. Yeah, she made black look real good today. It's not David White.
Damn Skippy.
Like everything.
Definitely, most definitely. Well, you guys, we are.
It's 12.
It's that time. That's right. It is 11 o'clock here in Central Time. It is noon Eastern. And I'm not even going to bother about what time it is going the other way. I don't want to think that much. I love every one of you guys. Thank you, Dr. Anthony, for popping up. Victoria, Skipper, Papa. Of course, y'all are always welcome. Always wanted to be on the stream with me. So everybody in chat. And oh my God, Eric Wyrock, thank you so much for the $100 super chat and becoming the end of month sponsor. You rock, dude. Thank you very much. Lurkers and replay crew. We have like 250 people that replay this lurker.
Wow.
So, yeah. So
Nice.
let's keep it up. And we're trying to get Papa Shrimp to 1,000. We're trying to get everybody on this panel to 1,000. So
I have to start actually posting.
just go ahead and sub to them. It doesn't hurt and it's free. It's okay. We'll be back in the morning. That's right. Be back in the morning, and don't forget to watch my interview tonight at 6 Eastern. Love you guys. I might can. I don't know. Let's see if I can do it. We're going to go out. I love listening to my main sales firm Fin intro, so we're going to do it as the outro.
I love that one.
I do too. So
Dude,
with that,
I can't believe that's you.
it was just about 2 years ago.
Oh no, it's you. It's you, all right.
All right, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Bye.